Hey guys, Doug here, and welcome to the video, and welcome to the new season of CyberRealms. This is technically season 4, but it's actually the second season that I'm going to be doing videos on. And as you can see, we have a bunch of the members, new and old, with us right now. So you should be able to hear them through TeamSpeak. Come on guys, say something.
Oh, hello.
Say something to the world.
I'm gonna die.
Everyone's dead. Good start to the episode. Oh no, oh god. Okay guys, so as you can see here behind me, we have the first vein of diamonds on the server. At least the first vein I've got. Technically Cyberlinks beat me to the diamonds this time, but I beat him last time, so it doesn't really count. So let's go ahead and mine us our first diamonds. There we go, we've got the achievement. Gonna be rolling this stuff soon. Okay guys, so as you can see from our first mining session, we got a ton of redstone, a bit of lapis, a bit of diamonds, a bit of gold, and a decent chunk of iron. There was a lot more iron than this, but I've given myself a bunch of equipment, as you already saw when I was down in the mines. This was actually between 2 different sessions, so you could tell that I already had the iron armor in the session I recorded there where I got my first diamonds. But yeah, over the first 2 sessions, about half an hour of mining, this is what we've got. So I'm excited to get going and start building some things. Alright guys, so that was kind of a hectic start to the episode. A lot of clips that I got from the start of the server and just from some work all mashed together. So that was a little bit hectic, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. So here we are in the kind of town centre area of the new CyberRealms world. So this is just an ordinary world, it's not amplified or anything. And unlike last season, this time we're keep inventory off. Oh look, bread's on. We're keeping inventory off, and mob griefing is going to be on, which is both of those were the other way around for the last season. We're also going to be keeping fire tick on, and we're obviously playing in 1.9. So as you can see, this is where the centre's going to be. I'm sure I'll do a lot more updates on that, but that's being built by CyberLinks. We've then got bread starting up here. CyberLinks has also built this, which is like a little community mine thing, which looks absolutely beautiful at the moment. And then over here we've got a little hut. Now the reason that I've got such a small little hut kind of thing, and Bread's got a tent as you can see up there, is that this isn't actually our main houses, but we're going to set up a little camp around this kind of centre area to start up the world. And once we've got a reasonable amount of resources, we're going to be heading north. This is the north direction, as you can see on the left of the screen there. And the north is going to be where the housing is. That's going to be housing and shops. I built a little bit off camera because we designed a kind of temporary bridge design. So if I just head down here, you can see we've got temporary bridge by Dougie. I have left a sign telling people that they can rip this down if they want to, because it's not very nice, but it'll do for now. It gets us over the river nicely, and yeah. So I will keep projects like this on camera usually, guys, but I couldn't actually record this morning when I was building that. So yeah. So that's pretty much all we've done so far. You guys saw in the little clip a while ago that I've got a decent amount of resources. I think I've got 5 diamonds. Let's check that. Hold on. 5 diamonds in there. We've got a community enchant table and a community nether portal, as you saw in those clips back there. Full enchanted armor and a sword. So yeah, it's pretty cool, to be honest. So we're going to get on with what we're actually going to do in this episode now, but that was just a little bit of an introduction to this world. Alright guys, so it's a little rainy, as you can see, but it actually looks quite nice. It's rainy and it's sunset and it's just quite nice. We're out here on the sea. I don't know if I showed this earlier, but this island opens up onto the sea because, well, it is an island. And basically what we're going to do this episode is we're going to do a bit of exploring. So there's not going to be too much structure to this episode. We probably won't be building a lot, But what I'm going to do is I'm going to explore. I'm going to collect any random resources I run into. Nothing I'm particularly setting out for. Just going to collect whatever I bump into. And I'm going to show you guys kind of the adventure as we go. So let's get going with this. We've found land, guys. It's still raining. Looks like a plains biome. Some cows here. We actually have cows back at home, so I can just kill these cows. And that won't kind of mess us up too much. But yeah, let's get going with exploring. Maybe we can find a village or something. Alright guys, so we found a forest. No, not forest, sorry, a swamp. So we didn't find many interesting things in that plains. I've just gone through that plains. We found a bunch of cows. As you can see, we've got a bunch of steak, which will be good for when we head on to normal mode, because we're on peaceful at the moment. But we will be heading on to normal mode soonish. So it's good to have a decent food source and obviously a bunch of leather. And now I'm gathering some vines and some leaves just for some detail in some upcoming builds. Because there is actually a build I'm planning to make either this episode or next episode that will require leaves and vines. So I guess I'm kind of lucky that I ran across this swamp, really. Alright guys, the next thing we found is chickens. I know this might not sound like something that's particularly impressive, but we don't actually have any chickens over at the spawn area. So what I'm going to do is try and get a couple of these guys into a hole somewhere, and I'm going to AFK with them for a bit to get at least like a stack of eggs, so that we can kind of get a chicken farm going over at spawn. So let's do that now. Alright guys, so after grabbing a couple of eggs, I've actually moved on a bit. As you can see, I found some sheep, so we've got a bunch of wool. But what's actually quite interesting is that I have found a mesa, and I think this probably joins onto the main mesa, which I don't actually think I've mentioned yet. So this is probably a good time to explain what is happening on this world. So basically, I'm just going to mine some clay while I talk about this, but basically, right near our spawn, where we have our spawn town, a couple of hundred blocks to the south, I think, is the mesa. Because we're right next to a mesa. We didn't actually want to build in the mesa because, you know, they're doing that on Hermitcraft this season. I'm sure you all know about that. And we didn't really want to be copying Hermitcraft, and we didn't want to be accused of copying Hermitcraft. So we do have a mesa nearby us, but we're not going to be building our main town in that. So it's not that interesting that I found a mesa over here, but it is pretty cool seeing as I haven't actually been to the other mesa yet. So we are going to grab some clay while we're here, get some a lot of plain hardened clay so we can stain it ourselves, and get some stained hardened clay. But yeah, let's get going to do that, and I will report back to you guys once I've gathered some of that. So guys, I'm back for another progress update, but I just wanted to say that I do love the look of the mesa. I just came to the edge here to record a little clip, saw this view, and I just absolutely love it. I'm thinking of maybe building my base in a mesa this season, but I'm not sure about that because, you know, this is kind of a hard terrain to build something nice looking in. But that's not what's important. What is important is that we've gathered a bunch of clay. We've got about 4.5 stacks of normal clay and some coloured clay, some red sand because you gotta love the red sand. And what we're now doing is gathering a bunch of oak wood, because basically back at spawn it's actually a decent walk to get any oak wood, and we don't have many oak saplings and trees planted. So I've gathered about a stack of oak wood now. I'm going to give some of that to Bread, who's on at the moment. He's one of the new members, and he was basically trying to get some earlier, and I think he's been trying to grow some saplings, but because we don't have any bone meal because we're still on peaceful, that's kind of difficult. So I'm going to grab a bit more, but I'm looking to get about a stack and a half, keep a stack for myself and give about half a stack to Bread. But I just thought I'd update you guys, can't speak, just thought I'd update you guys as to what I'm doing at the moment. Okay guys, I've just jumped over the hill in the mesa, and look what I've spotted. There's a jungle down there. So hopefully we're going to run in there, get us some cocoa beans, some jungle wood, some jungle saplings, and if all goes well, I'm hoping to find a temple, but it's unlikely. I'm going to shoot for that anyway. Let's get going. Alright guys, so we actually had to head out of that jungle I found earlier, because basically I was loading a bunch of chunks and in the jungle, and Bread was loading a bunch of chunks too, and we actually managed to crash the server by accident. So it's actually later in the day now. That was a couple of hours ago that happened. But I thought for the last section of this Let's Play, I would film a little section on spectator mode. As you can see, I'm in spectator mode here. Just to basically explain what the plans are for this this world. So as you can see beneath me here, this is the town centre here. Now this is going to be bigger than it actually is at the moment. It's going to be a big circle around here, which might go into Bread's base, but I'm sure we'll work that out. But basically, the way we're doing this is we're going to split it up into 4 directions for the 4 different districts. So the first section we have is north, which is this direction, and this is going to be the housing and kind of the town district. We're actually calling it town, because we're going to have all of our houses, main houses. So as I said earlier, the houses over here are just temporary. We're going to have our main houses over here, and we're also going to have shops and you know, other decorative things like that. This is going to look all pretty. It is actually one of the rules on the server that we're putting out, that everything here will have to look pretty. No one can build just blocks of like wood or stone or something. Everything over there is going to look really nice. So that's going to be kind of the town area. Then in the east direction, which is this way, we have the sea. So this is going to be docks. Once again, this is going to kind of be aesthetic, but the functionality of this one is that obviously it's going to open out to the sea, so it's going to go off into all directions, to all different bases, and hopefully we're going to find a what are they called, sea temple, whatever they're called, ocean temple, out here, and make a farm with that. Then here in the south direction, this actually heads off to the mesa. So I mentioned earlier that there's a mesa, so if we fly over here, there you go, we're loading in the mesa there. And there might be some other projects here, like a little room, like a little building to go to the nether and stuff in this gap between here and the mesa, but the main kind of bit of this is to the mesa. We might also add a train station here off to people's bases and stuff, but we're not sure about that yet. And then finally we have obviously west, that's one left over, and this is going to be farms. So here we're going to build all of the communal farms, tree farms, cactus farms, sugarcane farms, all of that kind of stuff. Hopefully we're going to get some work done here over the next couple of episodes, and we're also going to have any other kind of communal projects here. So even if it's not a farm, if it's something like a strip mine or something like that, I don't know, that's going to go over in this west section here, which will then extend out to this plains biome probably. And then over here finally, between kind of this section over here, which is just a little bit across from here, between this plains, this extreme hills, and this birch forest, this is all going to be part of the theme park. So last season, if you guys did watch the old Let's Plays, we had the CyberRealms theme park, and oh, getting a bit of lag here, sorry, because I'm loading chunks. We're going to have these, it won't be CyberRealms this time, but we're going to have a theme park around here, and that is going to be a super cool project to work on, but that won't be for quite a while now. So basically the next episode is probably going to be up here in the northern district, the town district. But yeah, that's pretty much the plan for the next kind of, well, for the foreseeable future on this server. So I hope you guys enjoyed the first episode to the Let's Play. I've honestly no idea how long this is going to be, but in case you guys are wondering, I'm planning to get the Let's Play episodes to be around 10 minutes in the future. So I hope you guys did enjoy. If you would like to see more episodes in the future, then do leave a like, comment and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.